It'll be the Wizards off the tip. Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. We've got Whitman, Kevin Willis out there with Wilkins. Then there's Rollins, and it's Rivers in at the point. And it's Butler missing. And now Wilkins running the floor all by himself.
And he just possesses that ability to wow the crowd every time he steps on the hardwood. They don't call him the human highlight for nothing.
Daniels passes to Butler. Nice ball movement by Washington. Jamison with a screen on Rivers. It's good.
Well, he's such a natural talent. Has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
And here's Rivers. Here's Wilkins and Thomas with the block. They retain possession. 5 to shoot. With the floater, and again, it's Dominique Wilkins. Wilkins has got his second bucket of the game to go. Now Daniels. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. The kick outside to Butler. Jamison with a screen for Butler. Rebounded by the Hawks.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Butler against Wilkins. Shot, high post. Rebound by Antoine Jamison.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Outside, Jamison. On the wing, Arenas. Lays it up off the glass.
Just cooking the D inside. Arenas blows by the contact.
Rivers surveying the D. Knocked away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. A shot by Wilkins, no good.
He may have had too much time to think about it.
Arenas dishes to Daniels. Back to Arenas. The shot's good on the assist by Daniel. Arenas has got his third basket of the night right there.
And you have to honor the three-point shooting of Arenas. A big-time scorer who's shown the consistency from beyond.
They push it up 4 on 3. The tray. Atlanta with the rebound. Here's Whitman. Pass to Rivers. Out to the right wing. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Willis. The Hawks again can't hit. Washington leading now by 3. Outside Daniel. Back to Butler. On the wing, Arenas. Arenas missing again. Now here's Rivers. Hasn't made one yet. Outside Wilkins. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
Boy, he is quick off his feet and really stronger than he looks. Wilkins can burn you in that painted area.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
Now here's Rivers. A miss that time would have put him up.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Pass to Arenas. Takes the three. Offensive rebound, Thomas. And he uses the glass on the layup.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Arenas against Rivers. Back to Wilkins. And it's good for two. 8 points for Dominique Wilkins.
Overall, this quarter, he's getting good looks, and he's taking advantage.
Pass to Arenas. Three-pointer. Wilkins pulls it in. And so it's Wilkins who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. They trail by one. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Last outing for Atlanta, it was a loss to the Knicks in New York. Arenas passes to Jamison. And the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
And phenomenal work in close. Jamison is just so assertive from that area.
So Mike Fratello's decided to take a timeout here. Looking to be adjusting a thing or two. And Washington making a change here. Stevenson's checked in. The Hawks trail by 3. It's Rivers on the wing. He's covered by Arenas.
Atlanta foul call. Randy Whitman. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And so it's Washington with it. The Wizards working the ball around now. Arenas against Rivers. Just 5 to shoot. From deep.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Pass to Willis. Rivers with it. Still yet to score. Shot's good by Whitman.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
That one goes. Count it. And the Wizards lead by 3.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Rollins with the bucket.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And here's Arenas. He's got 7. Stevenson outside. Back to Arenas. Shot clock at 6. Kevin Willis grabs the miss. They could retake the lead after trailing for a while.
Nice work to hang around and just give yourself a chance. Put yourself in position.
Now here's Rivers. Pass to Rollins. Here's Wilkins. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Wilkins has got 10 points.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Stevenson outside. Here's Arenas. To the inside. Jamison with the basket on the assist by Arenas.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
So Mike Fratello's decided to take a timeout here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. The team deciding to change it up. On defense, Washington. Rollins the pass to Livingston. Arenas against Rivers. Wants to get it to Stevenson and does. In the corner, it's Arenas. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rivers.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Now Stevenson. Nothing on the board. Just 5 on the clock. Releases. Butler, no good. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. They trail by 1. Here's Livingston, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Rivers against Mason. Back to Butler. Pass to Jamison. Rebounded by the Hawks. 1:58 left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Wilkins. Butler with the steal. And now running up the court, Stevenson pushing it up. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Haywood with a screen on Wilkins. Kicks it out to Stevenson. And it's Stevenson finishing it off.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. It's Wilkins on the wing. To the paint. It's tipped. Stolen by Jamison. And here we go. Stevenson heading to the hoop.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Wilkins against Butler. And the foul called on Roger Mason. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
Davis surveying the floor. 6 to shoot. Pass to Webb. Here's Battle. Sinks the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Stevenson outside. Over to the wing. And he comes up with the deuce. Stevenson's got 8.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Washington out in front, up by 4. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Wizards.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
On the court right now for the Hawks, we've got Carr. Webb out there with Davis. Then it's Livingston. And it's Comcast in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Looking at the last game for the Atlanta Hawks, it was a loss to New York. Plenty of space. Webb can't hit.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Wizards leading by 6. Stevenson kicks to Hayes. Pick by Haywood. Lets it go with a 3. Hits it from three-point range. Hayes has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Webb the pass to Carr. Outside, Davis. 4 on the shot clock. Hayes with the steal. For the 3. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Now, here is Webb. He has yet to score. Will it go? Haywood grabs the board.
Well, they got it inside, but nice work defensively to recover and force a tough contested attempt.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
And so now, a timeout called by head coach Mike Fratello. Coach is going to talk some things over with him, something to adjust. Antonio Daniels checked in for Jarvis Hayes. And then for Atlanta, Kevin Willis is checked in for Koncak. Wilkins comes in for Antoine Carr. And it's Whitman in for Davis. Here's Webb. At the elbow, it's Wilkins. Pass to Livingston. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Willis. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Yeah, I just love the leadership that Willis brings to this team. He's a guy players look up to, a powerful center who just continues to impress.
The Atlanta shooting their first free throws of the game right now. First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Wilkins against Butler. Yep, it counts. Butler's got the lead up to 14 now for the Wizards.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Webb the pass to Whitman. Wilkins surveying the defense. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Outside Butler. They set the pick. Back to Daniels. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Webb. The Hawks trail by 12. Pass to Whitman, stolen by Stevenson. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Second shot opportunity, and the bank shot is good. And the Wizards lead by 14.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Willis, no good. And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for the Washington Wizards. Here's Butler. And it's in there. Butler's got 4 points in the quarter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Willis with a screen on Daniels. Wilkins outside. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Willis. Haywood with the block. Daniels against Webb. Here's Blatch. Nice ball movement by Washington. Butler. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, and Butler, just a natural leader. He's someone whose teammates look up to, a polished scorer who also plays tough defense.
And so the timeout here taken by Eddie Jordan. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Jamison is checked in for Washington. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Rollins is checked in.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And with so many teams, Stan, filling roster spots with rookie contracts, the importance of drafting well continues to rise.
Well, absolutely it does, Kevin. The quicker you can get those guys up to speed and helping you on their rookie contracts, where they're at least relatively lower priced, helps your salary cap situation, helps you fill out the roster with quality players.
The Hawks trail by 18. Now, here is Webb. Scoreless thus far. Willis with a screen on Daniels. Pass to Willis. Stolen by Stevenson. And now the fast break. Stevenson with the ball. On the wing, Daniels. Haywood against Willis. Haywood in the post. Atlanta with the rebound. Webb with it. Outside Wilkins. Willis the pass to Webb. Wilkins in the high post. Shot clock at 5. The Hawks again can't hit. Wizards leading by 18. Right side Daniels. Stevenson with a clean look. And another miss by Washington. It's Wilkins with the drive. Pass to Willis. Webb with it. Wilkins picks him up. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Here's Whitman. Willis up top. Pass to Webb. Here's Whitman. Over Jamison. Shot's good by Whitman. Whitman's got his second bucket of the night.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now, here's Stevenson. 8 points for him. Three-pointer, Daniels. Rebound, Atlanta. Rollins got 7 rebounds in the game. And here is Webb. Pass to Whitman. Outside Wilkins. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Here's a look at what's coming up for Washington. On Tuesday, they'll host the Toronto Raptors. And then on Tuesday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls.
And for their matchup with the Magic, it's one that I'm curious about. It'll be the 6th contest on the season for them, and a game that should have a lot of great matchups.
Gilbert Arenas is checked in for Caron Butler. Doc Rivers, he's checked in for Atlanta. Outside Daniel. No good on the triple. And so it's Wilkins who brings up the ball for Atlanta. It's an 18-point game. Count it, good. Whitman's got 4 points in the quarter.
And even if you risk a foul, the D has to play him tougher when he gets it that deep.
Yeah, once he gets the ball in that spot, help has to be very quick to rotate over.
They get it again. The Hawks trail by 16. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you. Basketball is a beautiful game, but Commissioner Adam Silver said the most important part from our standpoint is ensuring that there's always competitive tension on the floor. Fans like the physical aspect that comes with this game. We don't want that to be lost. Back to you.
Keeping that edge. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Now here's Arenas. Dominic Wilkins unable to get his shot to go. Arenas against Wilkins. Nice ball movement by Washington. Pick by Haywood. Here's Daniels. The Wizards with another miss.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Here's Rivers. He hits it from 9.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Wizards leading by 14. Outside Daniels. Jamison with a screen for Arenas. Oh, that's blocked. They recover it. It's Wilkins on the wing. He's guarded by Stevenson.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Daniels passes to Stevenson. Jamison with a screen on Wilkins. On the wing, Arenas. 5 on the clock. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Whitman kicks to Rivers. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Rivers has got 4 points now in the quarter. And so the timeout here taken by Eddie Jordan. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Washington making some changes. Tom Thomas comes in for Brendan Haywood. And Caron Butler is subbed in for Deshaun Stevenson. So it's the Wizards now. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Deflects the pass. Rivers against Arenas. Thomas a screen on Rivers. No good from Arenas.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
Now Rivers. Pass to Whitman. Back to Rivers. Just 5 to shoot. And taken away by Arenas.
Hold on! And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Atlanta.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T Connected Cam. The Hawks trail by 12. Here's the lob to the hoop. And Wilkins with the stuff.
And I'm not sure it's even possible to throw it too high for Dominique. He has a vertical plus the length, and that's an alley-oop waiting to happen every time he runs the floor.
Now, here's Thomas. Outside Arenas. It's stolen by Willis. Wilkins with it. Gilbert Arenas covering. Here's Rivers. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Butler passes to Jamison. Good, and Butler gets the assist. And it's 6 points for Jamison.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Here's Rivers. Shot clock at 6. Inside. Here's Wilkins. Misses the fallback J. And so it's Washington enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. We'll return shortly.
And it's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drums, please.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight, a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Atlanta Hawks.
I think about when I was coming up, the emphasis on protecting the ball, it's not always demanded of guys now.
That's been the key difference here for them, no question. And now, moving on, a look at the players of the week deserving of the recognition. Let's talk about our winner from the Western Conference.
He's been doing big things down in the paint, using his size and power to just flatten out the competition, outworking anyone who tries to challenge him. This is what I like to see.
There's really not much more you can ask for from your big man.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Nice game, great performance by Dominique Wilkins.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
The Hawks trail by 12. Gilbert Arenas is out there with Daniels. Then it's Atan Thomas. Then there's Antoine Jamison. And it's Butler in at the 3. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Now here's Rivers. Willis with a screen on Arenas. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And here's Wilkins from the arc. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. Wizards leading by 12. Outside Arenas. Pass to Daniel. From the arc. Rebounded by the Hawks.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Here's Washington. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Outside Arenas. Fires from deep. Drills the three-pointer. Arenas has got the first basket of the third quarter for the Wizards.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Back to Butler. Pass to Jamison. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Willis. And Antoine Jamison, the bucket on the assist by Butler. Jamison's got 8 points.
Flushes the mid-ranger. What a shot from Jamison.
And so now a timeout called by head coach Mike Fratello. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Here's Wilkins. He's got 16. Pass to Whitman. Elbow shot. Washington with the rebound. Thomas got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
Outside Butler. Over Wilkins. And it's Butler missing. The Hawks trail by 17. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Now here's Rivers. 6 to shoot. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Here's Wilkins. It doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Arenas. Butler passes to Jamison. And the slam dunk by Jamison.
And with authority, Jamison leaps up for the rim before the defense has a chance to stop him.
It's Rivers on the wing. Pass to Rollins. Can they get it? The putback. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Outside Daniels. Jamison with a screen for Daniels. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And constantly on the move. Jamison is someone who can put up points in a hurry.
The Wizards have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. No good on the free throw.
And Jamison is such a talented scorer, a forward who can get it done both outside and in. He's special.
And he sinks the second. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Rivers with it, and they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Here's Daniels, still scoreless. And it's good from the elbow.
Yeah, the more he knocks those down, the more confidence this coaching staff's going to have in him.
Pass to Rollins. Back to Rivers. Here's Whitman. Pocket 6. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Antoine Jamison picks one up.
You can tell Dominique Wilkins just has that extra edge to his game. He's always hunting down his next bucket and willing to fight to get it.
And the first one at the line is good. And he can't hit the second. Wizards leading by 19. Pass to Jamison. The 3. Rollins grabs the board. Rollins got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. At the elbow, it's Wilkins. Count that one. Wilkins on par today with his career shooting percentage, right around 46%. And here's Arenas. He's got 12. Pass to Daniels. Back to Arenas. Here's Jamison, and the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
To the left wing. Now Willis. Whitman passes to Wilkins. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And that's now 21 points for Dominique Wilkins.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Arenas against Rivers. Here's Thomas. Rollins grabs the board.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
That one goes in. Rivers has got 6.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Now here's Arenas. Well, their pass is to Jamison. Over Willis. Jamison, no luck. The Hawks trail by 15. It's Rivers on the wing. He's covered by Daniels. Pass to Rollins. Outside Wilkins. Rebound by the Wizards. Thomas got 8 rebounds in this game. Arenas kicks to Thomas. Whitman against Daniels. Thomas a screen on Rivers. Arenas adds a 2-pointer from the top of the key. He buries it. Arenas has got 5 points in the quarter. Arenas against Rivers. Pass to Willis. Right side Wilkins. He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense from Butler. Daniels passes to Arenas. Outside Butler. Jamison in the post. He's covered by Willis. Nice shot by Jamison.
And we see this sometimes from Jamison. This guy has the ability to catch fire and go into a zone.
A nice shot by Rivers. Rivers has got 8 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And so the timeout here taken by Eddie Jordan. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Wizards making a switch here. Stevenson's checked in. Concax checked in for Atlanta. Livingston comes in for Wilkins. Arenas against Rivers. The fader. Here's Jamison. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Whitman passes to Rivers. Pass to Livingston. They set the pick. Here's Concat. 6 to shoot. There's the 3. Rivers can't get it to go. Washington leading now by 19. Stevenson passes to Jamison. And a wide open look for Arenas. Good on the 3-point shot. He's got 17.
Well, he's going back to the arc. He might be building some momentum from range here in the second half.
Here's Rivers, and it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Outside Thomas. It's stolen by Willis. Fast break, the Hawks. Thomas against Whitman. To the middle. Lets it go, and the shot goes in from Concac. Concac's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, that's where you want to be, getting those easy money looks.
Down low. That's good for Thomas on the assist by Arenas. Arenas has got 3 assists now in this one. .146 left in the third. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Davis comes in for Kevin Willis, and it's Webb in for Whitman, and he gets the bucket.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's Livingston. Blatch pulls it in. Stevenson outside. Outside, Arenas. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. Arenas has got 12 points in just the second half.
Wow, that was no wet spot he slipped on, folks. He just plain broke him down.
Yeah, you don't see guys weak-legged like that very often. We'll be seeing that play for weeks to come.
Andre Black.
Daniels is checked in for Gilbert Arenas.
Second team.
Wilkins is checked in for the Hawks.
Substitution on the court.
.46 seconds left in the third. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Davis. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And the Wizards with possession. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Here's Blatch, and the layup's good off the glass. Blatch has got his second bucket.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Now here's Wilkins. He's got 21. Can they get it? And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Gilbert Arenas making things happen for Washington. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for the Washington Wizards. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. They've got Concat. Dominique Wilkins out there with Livingston. Then it's Webb, and it's Davis in at the 2. Now, here is Webb over Daniels. Webb can't hit.
You know, he really just tried to do a little too much there. He shouldn't be afraid to kick that one back out.
And the basket by Stevenson.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Now here's Wilkins. Here's Concat. Haywood covering. Pass to Webb. Now here's Davis. Second chance shot. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Inside. Here's Jamison. Rebounded by Livingston. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Well, sometimes you need more than just your stars, though. They've got to run something to get the other guys good looks.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Outside Wilkins. Lets the 3 fly. Another miss by Wilkins. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Here is Daniels. Picked by Haywood. Daniels passes to Blatch. Shoots it up. The shot will not fall.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Here's Davis. Rebound by the Wizards. Haywood's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Stevenson. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. For the Wizards, Jarvis Hayes is checked in for Jamison. And it's Williams in for Daniels. And a change for the Hawks. Rollins checked in for Koncak. And Stevenson drops them both. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Rollins. Wilkins outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Washington.
Well, the mid-range has been open for them, so you've got to take what the defense gives, and that's been a great attack in this situation.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
First free throw is good. And GA, just when you think you've seen it all, last season a father and son playing as teammates, NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
Right wing. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Here's Blatch. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. And so it's Atlanta with it. Wilkins wide open, and he fires. And good coming off the assist by Spud Webb.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Pass to Blatch. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Haywood gets the bucket.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Mason against Webb. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And that fourth foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Darius Sangaila, he's checked in for Washington. Over to the left wing. Back to Stevenson. Here's Hayes, and it's Stevenson, top of the key. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Stevenson's got 7 points here in this quarter.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Here's Webb. Wilkins up top. Shot clock at 6. Washington with the rebound. To the middle. A nice shot by Sangaila.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Webb with it. Pass to Davis. To stop the run. And Haywood pulls it down. Haywood's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Here's Blatch to the wing on the left. Sangaila kicks to Stevenson. Here's Blatch. From downtown, and Deshaun Stevenson hits from deep.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Pass to Livingston. Here's Rollins. And another shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Shooting for the Hawks, Cliff Livingston. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Stan teams take more threes now than ever before. More than double the average attempts we saw in the 90s.
Well, I think what's happened, Kevin, is we just have more guys who can shoot the ball. So in the 90s, you might have had 2 guys who shot the ball well from 3 and made it a good shot. Now, on a lot of teams, virtually everyone on the roster can shoot the 3. If we have more guys on the floor who can space out and shoot the 3, we're going to have a lot more attempts and a lot more efficiency on those attempts.
Here's Whitman, pass to Rivers. Here's Rollins. Whitman passes to Rivers. They need this one. Rebounded by the Wizards.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Offensive rebound. Ruffin. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Now here's Rivers. Defense right on him. And the foul called on Deshaun Stevenson. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Roger Mason has checked in for Washington. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Willis has checked in. Pass to Rivers. Willis with a screen on Mason. 6 on the shot clock. Rivers dishes to Wilkins. Shoots from the corner. Washington with the rebound. Haywood's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Here's Bletch. Rollins grabs the board. Outside Wilkins. Pass to Whitman. It's Rivers on the wing. To the inside. And Willis gets it to go.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Blatch. Wizards passing it around. Hayes, no good. And so it's Atlanta with it. Wilkins, the human highlight film, slamming it through.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Pass to Hayes. It's Roger Mason on the wing. To the right side. Haywood kicks to Mason. Blatch the pass to Hayes. For 3. It's hauled in by Willis. Willis has got 5 rebounds tonight. And that one's good. Wilkins. That's now 32 points for Dominique Wilkins.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Haywood against Rollins. In the corner, it's Stevenson. Pass to Mason. Jacks up a 3. The shot's good from Hayes.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
So it's Atlanta now, following the three-pointer by Washington, and Wilkins gets it to go.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Pass to Hayes. Mason with a screen on Wilkins. Now here's Hayes, defended by Wilkins. Stevenson passes to Mason. Washington needs to get a shot off here. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
Rebound, Washington. 1:44 left in the game. On the wing, Stevenson. Pass to Mason. Will stand one expression you hear, foul baiting. Players using sneaky tricks to draw a foul.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I'm not a huge fan of that, of guys developing that as a skill. But I will say this. It only works against undisciplined defense. If defense has the discipline to stay solid and fundamental, then you're not going to get baited into those things. And a lot of times, those foul baiters end up taking bad shots.
That shot off. Good D by Wilkins. Lays it up and banks it in. Wilkins has got 36. And it's Mason with the ball for the Washington Wizards. Pass to Haywood. Here is Mason. He's guarded by Rivers.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. At the elbow, it's Wilkins. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. That one, no good. And here is Mason. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight, dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that about wraps it up. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And now, our player of the game, Deshaun Stevenson.